Hey guys, I'm the Pelican Man, and today I am kind of doing a contest for which album I like the best that I own the physical copies of. Now, this is kind of biased, but I'll explain each one. It's probably going to take, I don't know, however long it needs to be. The first album I've got, well, the first two that I'm putting up together is the Kiss Dynasty album. I've just bought this one recently, and Eminem Revival. Now, personally, I choose Kiss any day of the week over Eminem, especially the Revival album. I mean, it's got some bangers, like River and Walk on Water, but I prefer Kiss. This is Dynasty album, though it's not everybody's favorite album. It's got I Was Made for Loving You, which is like one of my favorite songs of all time, and it's just much more of a jam to listen to than Revival. I'd say Revival's more of a album that you listen to when you're upset or down. This is a song. This is like an album that you want to kick off with, and like just be in the mood, right? So I'm gonna say the Kiss album goes to the next round. I guess I'm gonna do this by rounds. So I'm gonna do Kiss album goes to the next round. Now I got the Kiss album still. I was just explaining. So actually, there's a lot of reasons why I prefer Kiss. There's a movie, I think it's called, oh fuck, what is it called? Oh, I just swear, I'd have to cut that out. It's called, it's not Grown Ups, it's another one. It'll come back to me later. I'm sure of it. Role Models, it's called Role Models. And it, RPG, it involves LARP and Kiss, and, well, this is one of the dude's favourite albums. It's up against 1980's The Love of Big Brother You're Right by Eurythmics. This is an album that I bought because I was like a big fan of 1984 when like I first learnt about it. So I bought this album for like I think it was $10. This one was 20. I listened to it, and the first time I listened to it, I put it in my car because I had a cassette player at the time, and I just laughed to myself because I was like, "Oh Jesus, this is funny as fuck." But yeah, that's Eurythmics. I don't have any memorable songs on that one. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to choose the Kiss album again over the Eurythmics. Now I've got next one is Bon Jovi Slippery When Wet. Now I think personally Bon Jovi Slippery When Wet is going to be has a lot more bangers on it than Kiss. They go good as a combo if you've got friends over, and you want to listen to them. But Bon Jovi Slippery When Wet, I'm gonna have to choose to go into the next round because every song on there, I'll just listen to. There is not one song I won't listen to. Bon Jovi has a great voice. I want more of his albums, but I don't currently have the funds to go get them. So from that, I've got Eminem's albums. Marshall Mathers LP2. Now there's a few bangers on here. It's a very big album, so like they cover 2 different cassettes, and I think this one, if I'd had to choose out of 2, the second one or part 2, I'd say it's part. I don't know which one's which. This one's got Rap God and Berserk on it, which are 2 of my favourite songs. I played that on Guitar Hero Live when it first came out, and that was my first introduction to Berserk. And I rocked on that, so. But putting up against Bon Jovi, I'd have to do a coin flip, but if I were to choose, I'd still say I'd rather listen to Bon Jovi's voice over Eminem's any day of the week. If I had to really choose. I usually listen to them both. But, sorry Eminem, you're out for this round. Now, next I've got, now this is the for double platinum, Kiss double platinum. I have the discs no longer, I think it got scratched up. So actually what I have in here is Maroon 5's number 5 album, or self-entitled album. I forgot which album this is, but I prefer, it's got some bangers on it, but I'm still gonna have to choose Bon Jovi's album over this one because it's just Bon Jovi and he's got a better voice, and Maroon 5 has a lot of sad songs on that particular album. But if I had to choose from double platinum, And Bon Jovi, I've got more childhood. Slippery When Wet. I've got more childhood memories with double platinum, but since I don't have the disc, I can't really count it. So we're gonna go choose Slippery When Wet. From that, I have Winnie the Pooh and Ticker 2. I listened to this going to sleep. And yes, I know it's warped up in the bottom there. Doesn't matter, it still works. I'm gonna have to choose this one because it's just every time I have a friend come over, this is the first thing I put on. It determines our friendship, if I can still be friends with them after this. So, anyone can listen to Bon Jovi, but not everyone can listen to this. And if you're one of the very few people that can, I like you. We can be friends. Going from this to Family Ties by Chillin' It. Now, a lot of you guys probably won't know who Chillin' It is. Chillin' It is an Australian artist who I first learnt through through this. He sings with a lot of other Aussie artists like BB Rock and Bad Rapper, and he also in other things he has other guys come up in like other albums. But Chillin' It is a pretty good artist. He's a rapper, Australian rapper. If you guys want me to do a full review on this particular album, I'm happy to do so. I just trying to move away from the car stuff, needed a reset, and so I thought this would be a great video to go out. But going from this to this, I'm gonna have to choose this over this because, well, this is a good album. Next, we have Mozart in G minor versus Chillin' It. I listen to this sometimes going to sleep. It is on vinyl, not acrylic, so it's pretty, like, considerably newer than some of my other stuff. But I would choose to listen to this guy over this guy, depending on the mood. If I'm, like, feeling it, I'm going to listen to Chillin' It. If I'm not, I'm going to listen to Mozart, but I've also got some of the other Mozart's other albums. So I'm going to have to choose Chillin' It once again for this. Now, I've got Rugrats Island, Rug Island by Bluey, or Chillin' It. Now, you guys would be like, what the fuck is on with you? Why do you have... I bought this for my family members that are younger than me, to listen when they're over. I also listen to it sometimes to get to sleep, because it's just all... It's like classical music, there's no actual words in it, it's just, just calming music, which I enjoy. It's like the theme song, and then the, just everything else. It's got a few different songs on it. There's 3 parts to Rug Island, the musical, but there's no words in it, so, yeah. I'm gonna have to go by cover choice here. Cover choice. Bluey, front and rear, just better. You got Bandit in the back there. Just being Bandit, of course. Going from him to Elvis. Elvis has another album in it as well, which is completely unrelated to Elvis. Which is something my little sister gave me. Well, my younger sister gave me. She found it, so she gave it to me. But yeah, I got Elvis from the musical, which has a lot of bangers on it. They've got Glare in there, but yeah, it's got a lot of bangers on it. And it's Eminem, Doja Cat, Suspicious Minds. By I used to own a lot of Elvis albums, but I got rid of them pretty quickly. I didn't really like it, but this album I did like. But going off covers, I prefer the Bluey one because it just looks cool. But going off music, I'm going to have to choose the Elvis album because, well, he's got a killer bloody album. Now, going from Elvis to another Australian artist known as 360, I'm going hopefully to see him live in June. I'm going to have to go over 360 over Elvis. 360, I've loved his music since probably this album came out, if not the one before. Falling and Flying has what made me fall in love with him. Falling and with his song Boys Like You, and throw it away and child. But album like vision wise, I'm gonna have to choose this one because he's also got blue discs or blue vinyls, which are freaking awesome. I'll pull one out. Now, fun fact about this album, it has been on the radio. It's the only one of my albums that went on the radio in 2024. But yeah, it's got a blue album. And it's the only one that has gone on the radio ever. So, if the more you know, the more you know. Yeah. So, going this against Blink-182, their home... Okay, I forgot the name of this album. And I feel like I'm full of myself. But I don't listen to this album as much as I listen to this one. There's good reason for that. I prefer 360 over Blink-182. I got this one because I had friends that liked it. And also I don't like listening to like YouTube and Bluetooth unless I'm walking. Because I don't have a cassette player or a CD player that just tips on this thing, and that's also such much hassle. So I got this one just for friends. It only cost me like $40. This one cost me I think 70 up. So I'm gonna have to choose 360 over Blink-182's album. Sorry for all the Blink-182 fans that are watching. Now going up against Elvis in Hollywood. This has got Jailhouse Rock, Rockahula Baby, Viva Las Vegas, and Go Happy, and Frankie and Johnny. I don't know if you guys know those songs. I do. They're in quite a few Elvis movies. And yes, I was a big fan of Elvis for a while because I just thought he was cool. And I liked him because of Uncle Jesse in Full House. But I'm going to have to choose 360 again over Elvis because, well, I just prefer 360. Now we're going back into something a little bit more classical. Moscow. Well, with Love from Moscow. I'm going to choose this one over the 360. These guys are really easy to sleep to, and I've seen 4 different other versions of this in where I live alone. This is just really peaceful to go to sleep to. And it's also got that massive, awesome front picture. I just love it. I just love it. The 360 also, I have to turn over his tables and put a thing on every so often, but I'm going to choose these guys to go to sleep to. Now, going from him, I got this guy for free. It's Cliffs Adams. He's an Australian artist from the way back when, and I enjoy listening to his music. I bought it and never listened to it, and then I listened to it once, and I was like, oh, that's actually really good. He's like Australian's version of Elvis. So, you know, the more you know. I'm also happy to do, like, record his music, like, do a reaction. Not a reaction. Like, give my taste as listening to his music, so that you guys can, like, listen to it if you want to. But yeah, I'm gonna have to choose Cliffs over From Love from Moscow. Going from that, I have Dr. Zingaro. I listened to this a few times going to sleep. I think it's off the soundtrack from Mexico. Choosing between the two, I'd have to go with Cliffs, but I've listened to this song album more, so you know what? I'm gonna go with this one, even though I really don't like the front cover of it. Yeah. Going from here, I've got Grace, which I paid $10 for. This is the original film track sound that I found. Surprisingly, it was in horrible condition. Still is in horrible condition. I don't know if you can look at that. It's just bitten up. Found it. It was something. I thought it was cool, so I paid for it. The album worked. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna have to choose Grace over it. Dr. Zhivago. Going from him, I'm gonna have 3, 2, 1. Kenny Rogers. I love Kenny Rogers. This one's got probably some of my favourite songs by him. Well, this is the best Kenny Rogers Volume 2, so yes, obviously it's going to have some of the best songs from him. It's got Lady, The Buckaroos, Good Mary, Love the World Away. It's got all that kind of stuff. It's great. I love it. I love listening to Kenny Rogers. I almost bought him on cassette one day, but I didn't. Also nearly bought Bing Crosby because I heard him on Fallout, and then I also bought Bob Crosby because I heard him on Fallout on cassette. I should have. I regret it. But oh well. But choosing between Grease and Kenny Rogers puts out a vibe, but Grease puts out a better vibe. So, I'm gonna choose Kenny Rogers for this one. Grease for this one. Look, the next one I'm gonna have trouble reading out the name here. Far Raccoon, a King's College Choir, Cambridge, New Philharmonia Orchestra, John Carroll and Case, Robert Chilcock, Treble, David Wilcox. That last name was the easiest one to speak out. It's a Bible thing. I also put this on to get me to sleep some nights. I'm choosing this guy. I'm not choosing this guy. Grease puts out a better vibe. These guys it's haunting. Sometimes I put it on when nobody's home and like everyone thinks I'm not home, so I'll have it ready to play, and like they'll walk in and they'll just hear this. It's great. It's really great. Now we have, what's her name? I forget her name all the time. Liz Humbard. Hey, I got her for free. She's got really good music. She's like Ella Langley before Ella Langley. She's a country artist of like the 50s. She's a really good artist. If you haven't heard of her before, I suggest go and listen to her music. I don't know how many albums she has, but she's also Christian. Yeah. But choosing before them in Grease, we have to go Liz Humbard. And going from Liz Humbard, we have Strauss. I don't know where his album went. I've got it somewhere. But I got The Best of Strauss. And I choose Strauss because Strauss is so calming to go to sleep to. Going from Strauss, we have AC/DC High Voltage. This is probably like one of the first albums I ever bought. Wasn't the first, but it was one of the first. It was one of the first, but it wasn't the first. I love his music. I'm gonna have to choose High Voltage over this guy, just because it's AC/DC. They're Australian artists. A lot of people think they're American for some reason. They're Australian, very much Australian. But going from Australian to 2001 by Dr. Dre, I'm gonna have to choose 2001 by Dr. Dre because it's just Dr. Dre. I can't not choose him over these guys, even though I know they're Australian. But it's Dr. Dre, and it's got Snoop Dogg in it, and it's pretty much the only reason why I've chose this one. Because it's got Snoop Dogg in it. Now I've got Snoop Dogg, and I've also got the Jukebox. Snoop Dogg. I'm gonna choose Dr. Dre over the Jukebox because I don't listen to this at all. I don't even know why I have it, but I do, and I've chosen Dr. Dre over the Jukebox. Going from that, Dr. Dre versus Brahman, or Brahms, another orchestra quartet guy. Dr. Dre wins, obviously. This guy, just good to listen to sleep to, and I'm thinking, and if you can see a pattern, yes, I do listen to a lot of classical music when I'm sleeping. It just helps me relax. Going from him to Ed Sheeran, number 43, number 9. I forgot, number 6. This was his black and white album that he did with a lot of collaborators. It wasn't part of his main album release. But going through from Dr. Dre to Ed Sheeran, number 6, I'm going to have to choose that number 6. I listened to this the moment it came out without realizing it was brand new. I thought it was old, and I just never listened to it before. But yeah, I remember distinctly being at my uncle's house on YouTube and putting on this album, seeing it had been, then realizing only 5 songs in that had been released about an hour ago. And I was like, I'm like one of the first people to see this. I came in from sleeping on a trampoline, and I was supposed to be out with my cousins. They bailed on me halfway through the night, which it really upsets me. But you know, that's fine, because from that we got Panic at the Disco. Now this was another one of my first albums I bought because it was cheap. I still choose Ed Sheeran over this album by Panic at the Disco. Other albums I would have chosen Panic at the Disco. This album just wasn't all there. Ed Sheeran's album 1. Now on to the first album I ever bought, Edward Woodward. Now, funny story about this. He sounds really good sped up to like 3 times speed. So I paid $1 for him. Wasn't able to listen to it, so I got a record player about 6 months later. I just wanted one. Guess I did get a record player, which I did because I was about 15 when I got my first record player. I was like 15. Yeah, I was 15. And he was really bloody good. That's all I can really say. He has a great sense of taste, and I think where I got my taste, I really want to top out because of him. But look, he was the first album I bought, and Loki thought it was scratched or didn't work because I forgot to take off the little plastic cup on my record player. Didn't know that when I first got it. I figured that out later because got a second album and it didn't work. And I was like, what the fuck's wrong with that? I took off the plastic cup and I was like, oh! So I got this one out of the bin. And it's been with me ever since. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Now going from him to... I have to choose this guy. Sorry, I forgot to go to that one. I'm choosing this guy because I've had him longer. That's about it. Going him from the Bee Gees. I bought the Bee Gees for like $2. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that Wood. I don't like the Bee Gees. Yeah, that's all I have to say, really. I just really don't like the Bee Gees. Well, at least that album. Then we're gonna go from that to the Guns N' Roses. Blue. Guns N' Roses in blue. They're pretty cool. I like the Guns N' Roses in blue because like it's just a vibe, you know. I prefer the Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction over this one, but I also prefer Blue album over Edward Woodward. I don't know the actual name of this album, which really upsets me. I do have the Orange album, but that's the puzzle version, not the actual version. I found that one in the bin not too long ago. This one's got Civil War, 14 Years, Yesterday, Knocking on Heaven's Door. You know, all those pretty good songs. Going from that to the Scuds, this is one of 1,000, or one of 999 copies. These guys are a death metal, scream metal band. I'm happy. I want to do a giveaway with this. Because, like, look at the art on that. It was the whole reason why I bought it. Was because of the art. And, like, also look at those. They're cool. I like them all. But yeah, so I'll be doing, when I hit 1,000 subscribers, if I do or not, I'll be doing a giveaway for this one because it's number 528, and I paid like, I think $12 for this one, just because of the art, so, which is really cool. But I'm going to choose these guys because I listen to them more. Now, Ripper 76, I don't listen to it, I've never listened to it, I just have it because it was cheap. I actually hagged my way down to $3 for this. But I'm going to choose these guys over these guys because I don't know who these guys are. I really don't. So, these guys for the win. They've been in the lead for a while, but that's about to change for Starboy by... Oh. I forgot his name. It's not Kendrick Lamar, is it? I don't think so. By, I don't know his name. But yeah, Starboy. I'm going to choose Starboy any day of the week over this guy. I like Starboy. The other reason I bought it was because I liked it. And it's got a cool album on cover. Other than this guy's, but this one's cooler, in my personal opinion. Do not get mad at me. But yeah, I'm choosing Starboy because I like the music better on it. It's better vibes. It's, you know, just better. Now we got a few. I'm choosing Starboy over the Taco Bell album. That is the Taco Bell album. I found it at the clearance shop. I just thought it was cool, so I bought it. But yeah, Then I've also got Pacific Wonder Records that I got. It's got Skinny Girls, Alano Day, and Type Johnny. I don't listen to these albums very much. I don't like singles. I just have a few. I got Stray Cats and My One Desire. They're scratched up, so they're unsellable. They still work, it's fine though. From that I've got If I Could Turn Back Time by Cher, and Some Girls by Cher. I bought this because I like Cher. Yeah. But I'm still going to choose Starboy over Cher. And then I also have Broken Wings. But you know, still going to choose Starboy. Because I've listened to these albums once. Because it's just such a hassle for me. Now going on to Eminem. First Starboy. It's the Eminem Show. I like the Eminem Show. I prefer the Eminem Show over Starboy, so I'm going to choose the Eminem Show. It's got really good songs. Comes Up, Business, White America, The Kiss, Soldier Goodbye. I'm just reading off the thing here. You guys don't want to hear that. Now we on to the Go. I think this is the Orange album I got. Yeah, AC/DC, the Orange album. It's on an orange record. That's what I mean. I've got the name of this. It's Highway to Hell. Yeah, it's Highway to Hell. But yeah, I'm gonna choose AC/DC because look at that picture. Just look at it. That's grand. And Eminem, you're not gonna beat AC/DC in a battle. I'm sorry. And you can fight me on that one. Now the next one I've got is Stranger Things 4. I listen to this to go to sleep. There's quite a few tracks on this. I paid like $70. I thought this was gonna be the music tracks. I was wrong. I was so dearly wrong. So I'm gonna choose AC/DC because I got fooled by these guys. Sadly. No, I should have done my respects. But next I've got Hilltop Hoods. Both Australian artists right here. This is The Great Expanse. I'm going to choose Hilltop Hoods over the AC/DC Korean. Just because I like them better. But yeah, Hilltop Hoods over AC/DC. This has got The Great Expanse, Into the Abyss, Be Yourself, Here Without You. It's got one of my favorites, and it's called Leave Me Lonely, and it was probably like one of the most popular songs, and I can rap that song word to word. That was the album for Strauss. Now on to the next one is Vincent Seether. 10 decades, or 2 decades of Seether. This has got all their bangers on it. This does not have all their bangers on it. I'm going to choose these guys over these guys any day of the week. I love Seether. I just like my rock music, but I also like my rap music, as you can see. And I also like my classical music. So guess what style? What's my favourite genre of music? Leave your guess in the comments below. Going on to that, we've got Green Day versus Seether. Once again, it's American Idiot. That's a great album. This is also 10 decades of their best music. I'm gonna have to choose Seether over the Green Day. I'm sorry, Green Day fans, but like Seether, if you're a Seether fan, you would understand why. Yeah, I'm choosing Seether over Green Day. We got Beethoven over Seether, and if I'm gonna choose Green Day over Seether, I'm gonna obviously choose Beethoven over Seether as well. But much for the same reasons. I like this album for sleeping. It's very peaceful. This, I just prefer. It was actually the second album I ever bought. It cost me like $40 because they weren't selling that well. So I was like, oh sweet, get 2 albums for the price of 1, because it opens up and gives you a full catalogue, which I enjoy. Then we got Appetite for Destruction versus Seether. I'm choosing Appetite for Destruction over Seether because it's Appetite for Destruction by Kiss. Not by Kiss. By Guns N' Roses, and I listened to this while reading, which is something that a lot of people don't understand, but I do. So yeah. Now next we have the Go Set. The Go Set, if you don't know who they are a band that does C songs, but metal, like rock kind of version. They're really hard to explain, but they're really good with what they do, and it sounds really good. And I only listen to them ever so often. I like these guys. I like this. I'm gonna have to choose the Go Set over Appetite for Destruction. The Warriors Beneath Us. I think this was inspired by, this album in particular was inspired by Black Flag 4 or another video game that I forget the name of, Sea of Thieves. Now going on to this, with Asters, Yummy Yummy Yummy, and Zigzag. I'm choosing Go Set. Go Set's just good like that. Going on from there, I have Winnie the Pooh and the Go Set. I'm choosing the Go Set because Winnie the Pooh is just yeah, Winnie the Pooh. But I've chosen the Go Set because I enjoy the Go Set more than I enjoy Winnie the Pooh, and the Go Set is great. So I just enjoy the Go Set, even though I enjoy Winnie the Pooh too. But I haven't listened to this album yet. I only bought it recently, and I'm very picky when I listen to music. If I want to feel childish, I listen to Winnie the Pooh. I don't know. It's just a funny thing. The Offspring is next, and it is the Smash album, the Go Set. I'm going to choose Offspring because it was bought to me as a gift by someone I care dearly about. And yeah, I was really happy when they got it for me. And yeah, it was the first album anyone else ever bought for me, and it showed me how much they cared. Now going from here to the Super Deluxe album by For Moonflower. This one's signed by the lead singer, which I thought was really cool. I paid $70 for this. And it's also signed on the back here. It's really cool. I enjoy it. I enjoyed the music. Okay, so we got the Ghost. Like, these guys are cool. I saw them live when I went to see the Foo Fighters, and I was either I get this album or the Foo Fighters album, and this one was signed, so I was like, I'm gonna choose this album because this is the album I want, and it's pretty cool. Or I got I think they called the Creeps or something, and they were just bad. These guys were good. I actually listened to their music. I haven't took this one out of the case yet because I was like, I don't want to take it out of the case, you know. But I'm gonna choose them over the Offspring, even though I enjoyed the Offspring. I enjoy these guys more because they're Australian. They're from Brisbane, and there's a lot of like unrecognized artists worldwide. Now, last thing I have these guys is this thing's heavy as hell. This one, which is a folder. I paid $5 for 5 different things, and they're all acrylic. They're not synthetic plastic. But I'm gonna put this down. This one is a book, and it comes with Ancient Old Law. It's telling exactly whoever had this album before me, before the guy I bought it off, but he didn't know what the hell I am where about the music. And it tells you about the orchestra, what they did, and it's just got some cool lore. I kind of want to add more lore to it, and then want to sell it, or like give it away as a Patreon prize if I ever get to that point in my career, but I probably won't. This one's really cool. So is this one. I don't know who to choose out of these, but like, this is my only signed album. This has got so much lore to it, and there's a million ideas I want to do to it. So I have to go choose this one as probably my favorite album via Battle Scheme. But this was highly flawed. I've got a lot of good albums. It was just album against album. Anyway, if you like this video, like and subscribe, comment, do all the above. Tell me what you want to see more of. Tell me if you want to see more. I hope you enjoy this. It's like go to bed too. Anyway, this has been the Pelican Mount, and I